Welcome loves to my YouTube channel. My name is VassaOlga. In today's video, we're going to be doing a comparison of Wet n Wild Hydrator and Rare Beauty Foundation. And I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to study both of my sides and tell me which side is covered in Wet n Wild and which side is covered in Rare Beauty. Can you guess? TikTok. Close up. But for now, we're deep diving into the bases. We're going to be comparing high-end versus drugstore. Let me know in the comments, what was your initial thought? Which side is which? And have you guessed? Let's get started. This is the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. It retails for around $30 and is known for its incredible weightless fill, buildable coverage, and a natural skin-like finish. Selena Gomez brand has really taken the beauty world by storm, and this foundation is a consistent favorite. It claims to be hydrating and to be seamless. I'm using the shade 250 Warm, but for my face, I'm going to be using the shade 160C. And then we have the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator. This hydrator is around $6, making it super accessible and affordable. It's designed to be a lightweight, hydrating, tinted moisturizer that blurs imperfections and evens out the skin tone. It has hyaluronic acid for hydration. I'm using the shade Fair, and this is the one that I've been using for a long period of time. By the way, guys, before I get to application, I really want to specify that I tried Rare Beauty Foundation in my previous video, and then I tried Wet n Wild Hydrator in one of my oldest videos, and all the links are going to be down in the description box. What I really want to tell you beforehand that both of these foundations, they performed really well, but I want to compare them side by side. We're going to get started with Wet n Wild for my left side of the face and my Rare Beauty for the right side of the face. To be fair, I'm not going to be using Rare Beauty primer today for the right face. I feel like it's given a little bit different impression. I want to compare only foundations in today's video. I did off camera my regular hydration, moisturizer, SPF, a little bit of toner, and of course my essence under eye area. What is this? Hydrator. By the way, I'm going to be using my brush for both of the sides. I'm just going to clean the brush before I use it for each of the side. And this is my favorite application. If you prefer a beauty blender, go ahead and use it. And like, am I not stopping you? No, I'm not stopping you. I'm not stopping you guys. You can use any tool you prefer. With beauty blender, it gets to a full coverage mode. So starting with my Rare Beauty, you can see that it's very pigmented and a little goes a long way, though I used a little bit more product than I actually expected. That is the main reason why I feel like that is incredibly thin with the amount of product that I actually applied. And I wouldn't say that it's a serum kind of formula, but it's super lightweight. It actually blends out effortlessly, and it looks like this is really, really nice color, but I think that it doesn't really match my skin tone. I have more olive. This one is a little bit different type. It's more like cool tone, but I would say a little bit orangey. Still, it looks really nice when I try to compare this with my hand or with my neck. So let's go to Wet n Wild side. I think that the consistency is similar to Rare Beauty, and I would say this feels a little bit more serum-like than Rare Beauty as they claim. There's still a little bit like sheer to light coverage foundation, definitely blurring the face and hydrating my skin. The finish is also very natural and maybe a little bit more dewier, but I think that both of them are looking the same. They're basically identical. This is the side with Rare Beauty, and I would say this is like solid medium to light coverage foundation, and we're going to talk about Hydrator, similar, like medium to light coverage foundation. Both of them are luminous. I think they're even the same color. You can't spot the difference. I mean, like, you can't. And I haven't even used a beauty blender on top. I always go with a beauty blender to smooth out any harshness, to make sure that I take off some extreme amount of product. So let me do this right now, real quick. And I'm going to flip my sponge where I have no actual foundation, and now I'm going to use this side, so we're not going to mix in any of those foundations. Okay, so this one feels a little bit more luminous still. This one is just a little bit drier, but I feel like they're still pretty much identical. There's a close-up for you guys to see both of those foundations. Especially pay attention to my nose area for both of these foundations, please. I mean, I really like it, but they're really identical. So I was definitely right when I told you in my previous video, right at the end of the video, that this Rare Beauty foundation reminds me of Wet n Wild. Similar to Wet n Wild, I would say. Similar. But we're gonna still put this under the test. It's just the first impression. Okay, now let's talk about the benefits of Rare Beauty. and Wet n Wild real quick. So Rare Beauty, they have an impressive 48 shade range. Probably they even extended this further, but if I'm mistaken, at least here we have like 48 shade range as they claim, and you're likely to find a perfect match. As for Wet n Wild, that's a bummer because I believe they have only from 12 to 15, and I'm gonna be honest, the one that I have, the fair one, is a little bit orangey for my complexion. When I blend this with my concealer and my powders, it's not that visible, but still it's darker. So I prefer if they had a lighter shade, but it is what it is. Probably they don't have the same budget as Rare Beauty, and it's definitely like a $6 drugstore product. It's just not a $30 Rare Beauty foundation. Real quick, I'm going to tell you that the powder that I always do is a press and powder, and I apply this with a brush. So we're not going to cover the entire foundation with lots of loose powder and pack it with powder. We're just going to see how it's going to work with my skin type. My skin is a combination skin. It's normal to, I guess, oily, and oily it gets around my forehead. I guess it's for every single person, and maybe around my nose area sometimes. The other parts of my face, they're pretty much normal, not super dry and not super oily, just this type. Bear this in mind. Okay, so let's see how these foundations look with the other products. And I actually added a little bit of these two products as my contour, as I did for my previous video. So this is my left side. It's still luminous. It's still glossy. I mean, look at that. I feel like both of these foundations, they're identical. I mean, I can't spot the difference. They're the same. I mean, this is my nose area. Oh, it started a little bit in the nose area, but I feel like I added too much product. This is my hydrator. Now to a wear test. I'm going to give you a quick plan of where we're going to be doing. Right now, it's 1:30 p.m. I'm going to start the clock around this time. I'm going to be wearing this foundation from 6 to 8 hours. I'm going to give you midpoint in 4 probably hours. So we're going to check this out together and see how these two foundations are working together and how they're performing. But so far, so good. I feel like both of them are great. Okay guys, we're almost 4 hours in. It's 5:30 p.m. I want you to see, is there any difference? What do you think? Close up. I would say that my smiling lines, I can see this a little bit more with the Rare Beauty foundation, but I think it's because I added too much product. I mentioned this earlier that, I was pretty much happy with the product. I tried to take it off with a beauty blender, but still, I mean, the Wet n Wild side with the smiling line, of course, it's cracking a little bit, but it's nothing crazy. And it's not crazy for the Rare Beauty side. So what you're going to do is just press it with your finger a couple of times for both of the sides, and basically you're good to go. It still looks really, really cool. So what do we think about the nose area? It's still sitting a little bit of foundation for the right side of my Rare Beauty foundation. And for Wet n Wild, I mean, like, it's just a little bit less than Rare Beauty, almost no foundation in this area. I look like a pig, but okay. Both of the sides are dewy. Both of the sides are glossy, I would say, and my oils are in the way coming through. Though it doesn't look greasy or disgusting, it looks really nice. It looks really, really pretty. So far, so good. I would definitely say this is the dupe. Wet n Wild is literally the dupe in a different packaging. You would never tell the difference. But we're still checking this foundation, and I'm going to give you 4 more hours, or maybe like 2 more hours to process this information, and I'll show you my face right in a couple of seconds with updates. Well, guys, it's 10 p.m. I've been wearing this foundation, both of these foundations, for 8.5 hours, and it means that, the test is more or less cool. I mean, like, it's more or less cool. Look at me. This leopard print. It's just, let me serve you the look. And my final thoughts. They're identical. The oils are coming through the same for both of the sides. I would say that it's a little bit more creasy in the smiling lines, but I would say that for Wet n Wild, it's almost identical. Oh, I love the nose area. It almost has no creasing. And it's a little bit more creasing for Rare Beauty foundation. I guess I just proved the point. They're not only the same, but Wet n Wild is a dupe, or even a better version of Rare Beauty foundation. My final thoughts, if you have normal skin, or if it's not extremely oily, I can just say this from my point of view because I have this type of skin. Probably if you have super oily or super dry skin, these foundations are going to react a little bit differently. I love both of these foundations. Let's be real. Rare Beauty, Wet n Wild, but there was a reason why I told you that Wet n Wild is a total dupe, and that is the reason why I'm filming today's video. Or probably this is the exact same product, but in a little bit different packaging. I hope you enjoyed today's review. I hope you enjoyed today's side-by-side comparison, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Love you all so much, guys. Till next time, bye-bye.